What's up YouTube, it's your boy Nash here, welcome back to the channel, and welcome to another episode of Yu-Gi-Oh's Biggest Issue. This week's episode is going to be probably one of the most intriguing episodes I've ever done on the channel, because for this one, I'm going to be talking about the big question that I'm pretty sure everybody's been wanting to know, and that is it wise to go to YCS Pasadena and YCS Las Vegas in 2022? My honest opinion, no, it is not wise. So YCS Pasadena will be on January 15th and 16th of next year. Vegas will take place on February 26th and 27th, so right around the end of February. YCS Pasadena is already sold out, but for those who are attending, I think it'd be best for me to explain, give you guys my thoughts on it and whatnot. So I'm actually on the official Yu-Gi-Oh website. Big shout outs to Konami. No copyrights here. You guys know how this works. Not sponsored, but Konami, hit me up. So I'm actually looking at their thing, and it's completely sold out, and with the pandemic still going on, it's quite intriguing, if you will. So there's a thing for COVID-19, and I know I shouldn't have said that word, but it's okay. But it's all good. But they have a thing for that where it says Konami has adopted a mandatory vaccination policy to protect the safety of its attendees. Each attendee 12 years and older will be required to show proof of full vaccination before entry. This requirement may change depending on authorization of vaccines for the under 12 age group. We will update this as the situation evolves. Basically, it's just trying to tell you guys that you have to show your proof. But for those who have never been a part of YCS, like myself, even though I know a little bit about it, YCS works like this. It's a 2-day event using advanced constructed decks in the Swiss format, in which in the current format, Drytron and Tri-Brigade Zoo are still busted. Just throwing that out there. Obviously, these are best 2 out of 3 falls. And the Swiss rounds are followed by a single elimination playoff top cut, meaning in day 1, the large group that attends YCS Pasadena will be cut in half. That I believe that's the top cut, if I'm correct on that. And each round, and the rounds are dependent on the total number of duelists that have registered, if you will. And obviously each round consists of 40 minutes. So honestly, I'm gonna be honest, I really don't think it's wise to go to YCS Pasadena, nor do I think it's wise to go to YCS Las Vegas for a couple of reasons. Starting with YCS Pasadena, the last time we had YCS Pasadena, I believe let's see, if I remember correctly, I think the last time we had YCS Pasadena was about a couple of years ago. It was a few years ago, a couple of years ago, was back in 2019. Actually, was the last time we had YCS Pasadena, and the last time we had YCS Las Vegas was last year in 2020 before the pandemic started. Which at that point we had the 3v3, which I believe. That ended up, I believe that was one, if I'm actually gonna, if I can look it up. It was actually won by a team who went by the names of, who went by the team name Gonna Finish That, which I have to admit was actually kind of a funny name. It was kind of a funny name, but it was won by the team name Gonna Finish That, which consists of Dominic Couch, Steven Silverman, and Scott Page, who defeated Leon, the team Leon, which consisted of James Gibbs, Ian Ross, I probably just butchered the first name, so I do apologize, and Herman Cozy, I believe is the name. So, yeah, and if I remember correctly, I believe they were playing some sort of like some sort of deck. I don't remember. I don't remember the decks. I know that some of them had Alright, here we are. Let's see. Dominic Couch's deck was oh, Shadal. Okay, so it was Shadal. I'm actually looking up the decks actually on Wiki. Big shout out, no copyrights, of course. Silverman ended up playing Dinos, which had a very intriguing extra deck, which had 3 VFD True King of All Calamities. It's kind of funny how it got banned not too long after that. Trishula, Abyss Dweller, it's just incredible, absolutely nuts, absolutely nuts. And then Scott Page's deck was actually Dinos actually, so 2 Dinos and Shadal, so was the winning decks, if you will. And there were several. There were so many other teams that showed up to that event. There was Slifer Slack, the team Slifer Slacker. Bad Decisions got us here. Funny, actually, whoever came up with that name, shout outs to you. That's funny. There's one here that says 43 and me. Whoever came up with that name, you are hilarious. I have to admit, you are funny. But yeah, so that being said, it begs the question: is it wise to go? No. Why? Because of the fact that we're still under the pandemic. People are still getting their first round of shots, while at the same time there are some people out there who have already gotten their first round and are getting their second round shots as well. Plus we're still waiting for the booster. And not only that, the biggest downfall to these events is the fact that, especially with YCS Vegas, the one downside to this whole thing is the fact that, and this was from what one of my friends told me. One of my friends told me on Facebook that the biggest downside to going to YCS Vegas is the fact that Konami has now started to ban trading at YCS events, which is actually kind of bizarre because trading was one of the big staples from all the way back in 2002, 2003. and it became trading Yu-Gi-Oh cards became so popular that nowadays there are people all over the world are creating Facebook groups, Instagram groups where you can buy, you can sell, you can trade Yu-Gi-Oh cards, you can do whatever you want. You can even talk about I'll say Drytron being the worst deck ever. It could be anything, and I know Drytron is not the worst deck. War Rocks, yes. Drytron, no. Anyway, that being said, honestly, in my opinion, I think that's bullshit. It's bullshit that Konami has now started to ban trading, even though it says here, one of the frequently asked questions, it says, what happens at YCS? They answer it by saying these are big, exciting 2-day events that take place from Saturday to Sunday. Duels from all over will attend these events to compete for exclusive prizes, earn invites to the World Championship qualifier, and spend the weekend dueling, trading, and hanging out with hundreds of other Yu-Gi-Oh fans. In addition to the main YCS tournament, there are numerous public events like Win-A-Match, Speed Duel, Duel Links, and regional qualifier tournaments. Competitive or casual, there is something for everyone to do at a YCS event. Now notice where it says, spend the weekend dueling, trading. Even though Konami has that, it's a lie. There are a lot of people who are saying that it's a lie. Honestly, I kind of believe it, because nowadays, on the Facebook groups that I'm in, they're always selling, and it's because of the pandemic. And do I blame them? No. But truth be told, nobody's gonna be trading, and if people trade, one of two things happens: either A, they get a warning from the organizers, or they get kicked out, and that's something that's one thing that you guys need to be aware of if and when you go. If you guys decide to go, then you guys have to be extra careful, because if you do start trading, your odds are you may end up getting kicked out at some point. But if you guys have already registered, you guys probably know what's up. But as far as the current format goes, right now, as I said before, Drytron is still pretty busted. I know that Tri-Brigade Zoo is still going on. It's still a top deck. It's still one of the top decks. I know that Heroes are now starting to come into play. Excuse me. And if you look at the last ban list that we got, which was from last month, this ban list was just utter trash, to be honest, because the ban list featured Zodiac Barrage getting banned, Eva getting limited to 1, Prankhead's Meow Meow Moo getting limited, full Fire Formation Tenki getting limited to 1. Danger Nessie coming up to 2. Skullcrabat Joker coming up to 2. Emergency Teleport coming to 2. And Double Irish Magician coming to 3. Which, to be honest, Nessie, I had a feeling Nessie was going to come up. Teleport, I had my suspicions. Skullcrabat Joker and Double Irish Magician, probably the worst decisions ever, because of the fact that there are so many different plays you can make with those two cards. It's as if your opponent won't be able to play any form of Yu-Gi-Oh, which is just bullshit. So definitely be careful, guys. I'm telling you, definitely be careful if you guys do decide to go to YCS Las Vegas or even a YCS Pasadena, because even though because even though you may want to do some trading with other duelists, you're not gonna get far. What if you were to make one trade? Odds are you're gonna end up getting kicked out, and the trade will end in you just keeping the cards that the other guy wanted. So, for instance, if you wanted, like, say, 3 copies of Nibiru the Primal Being, but the guy wants the a Starlight Rare Effect Veiler, you're gonna be the moment one of the organizers sees you trading, you're gonna say, okay, no, sorry, you can't trade. At least this is just from what I was told anyway. Do I believe it? I do, but at the same time, it's kind of a little sus. So definitely be careful, and if you are allowed, and if you do feel like trading, if you're more of a trader more than a seller or a buyer, definitely go to the registration booth and ask them. Ask them if you are allowed to trade, and if they say no, I would just walk away. I would just walk away because I know that there are a lot of duelists out there who don't have the money to buy cards unless if they were like unless if they had been reprinted multiple times. Then yeah, maybe they might be able to afford it, but I wouldn't bother. I would not bother. But that actually brings me to the question of the day. Are you guys going to attend YCS Pasadena and Vegas? And if so, what deck are you guys going to be playing? Let me know in the comments below. And that is going to do it for this video. I know this was relatively short, but I just wanted to give you guys my quick thoughts on this one. But that is going to do it for this video. Hopefully you guys enjoyed. If you did, make sure you guys smash that thumbs up button. If you guys are new to the channel, you guys want more episodes of Yu-Gi-Oh's biggest issue, which get posted every Friday. Make sure you guys subscribe to the channel, hit that notification bell so you guys don't miss out on any new content that comes your way, and be sure to follow me on Twitter and Instagram. All the links will be in the description below. And if you guys have any fan mail that you want to send me and want me to open up on the channel, my address will also be in the description as well. And on that, this is your boy Nash, signing out.